Can McCaffrey do it again? It's the coach. This is the 2021 season on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans.
Ready? 8, read.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 50. Check 50.
Start.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me? You see
it
me?
always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Switch it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
Touchdown, Packers! From 3 yards out as his guys are able...
Ready.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Yo.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 25. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Boom. Big hits off.
After 1, 7-0. RDA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 45 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He completes it to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Quick
six, that's what they call us.
Ready, ready.
97's the mic. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Watch twitch.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll drop the throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 89 29 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now Saquon Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog.
Mike's 56. Mike's.
Hey, rip lift.
Check, 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 check. Mike 56.
Yellow.
56. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He'll get a couple yards on that one.
Yellow. 180.
Check 56. Watch the run.
15.
Switch.
Hey, taller.
Run, see.
Fight on these two.
See. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. Complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play.
Touchdown, baby.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. We own them. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, watch it.
2nd and 10. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 2nd and 1.
And a lot of
blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. But that feels a whole lot.
Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And he's got his guys in a great spot winning, and a big reason why. The number of yards he's thrown for, he's been really good.
And I think for him today, it's similar to a really good hitter having that type of a day, that zone. Okay, the ball looks huge when it's coming to the plate when you're a hitter like that. In this case, his vision is probably expanded, time is slowed down in the pocket, and he has all day, or so it feels, to deliver strikes.
Yardage-wise, he's closing in on 400. On play action, it's Mahomes. Complete to Jones. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints will have the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Go, 30 base. 64, wings.
Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Sullivan. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. On the right side, open is Gesicki. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down Packers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Flush to his right. This complete to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket. He tucks it and goes down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line. And
this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big